Hi. I honestly didn't think I'd be making another video, but it's Christmas break and I'm super bored. Anyways, I'll be talking about which member owned each era. I'm sorry if it's not really even, but this is just my personal opinion. So yeah, BTW. I know my audio is weird, so sorry about that. Anyways, let's get started. Okay, first of all, forehead. I wish that big hit would let J-Hope reveal his beautiful forehead more. When I watched the MV for No More Dream, I couldn't keep my eyes off of him. I know his rapping wasn't as good back then, but them vocals though, and that one part he had in I Like It.
요즘에 어떻게 지내고 있나 궁금해 보니 좋아요가 됐나 나 없이 잘 사는 네가 왜 생각났지 찾아온 건 한심한 나도 누르고 갈게 네 위에 난 요즘 너 없이 이렇게
My ears have been blessed. Every time I hear that part of the song, I just die all over again. This was honestly such an iconic era for Hobie.
없어졌지 쉴 틈도 없이 학교와 집 아니면 PC방이 다인 집 파티 같은 삶들을 살며 1등을 강요하는 학생의 꿈과 현실 사이에 이중 간첩.
This was a toss-up between RM and Jungkook, but my gut was telling me to pick Cookie. His rapping in No still gets me shook. # bring rapping Jungkook back. I think the other factor that made Jungkook stand out to me was the song Coffee, which is such an underrated bop. I know it was basically made for him, but I love his voice in it so much.
왜 나를 자꾸 놀려 너 이제 그만 hold up.
2 words. Orange hair. Don't even try telling me that V did not own this era. The whole schoolboy rebel thing fits him so well. It's scary. Also, his bolo tie was iconic. I hate bolo ties, but somehow V just managed to look so attractive in it. I could be over-exaggerating because he's my ultimate bias, but we all know that this era was made for him.
연락수배줘 너라 여자 분심을 수색줘 고작 보내준 게 문자 두세줘 이게 내가 바랬던 연애 꿈.
This was a really hard era to just choose one, but I decided on J-Hope. I don't know why, but to me, he just looked so mature and cool in this era. I mean, he always looks cool, but he really stood out to me in this MV. I honestly don't know what else to say. This was just such a good era for him.
너라면 행복해 자지가 안 되네 앞에도 최고 뒤태도 최고 머리부터 발끝까지 최고 누워봐 baby 우린 잘돼 Hello Tell me what you want right now Hello I'ma give it to you girl right now.
Whenever I listen to this song, I immediately think of V and his leather jacket. This is the era that had me whipped forte and I have zero regrets from it. His charisma was strong here and the theme was so well fitting for him. Okay, I need to stop before I start going on a rant.
I need you girl 왜 다칠 거라면서 자꾸 네가 필요해 I need you girl 넌 아름다워 I need you girl 너무 차가워 때문에 나 이렇게 망가져 그만할래 이제 나 안 가져 못하겠어 뭐 같아서 제발 핑계 같은 건 삼가져.
This was probably the hardest one for me because this was such a good era for everyone. But I gotta go with Sugar. I decided to combine both part 1 and part 2. Because I chose Sugar for both eras. Sugar shined so brightly in this whole era. And holy heck, his teal hair was such a time to be alive. He really came for my wig and became a huge bias wrecker. Not to mention that his rap in I Need You hit me hard, and whenever I watch them performing Run, he always stands out to me. I wasn't a fan of his blonde hair really, but that pink shirt with the hairstyle actually ended me. Jin really came for everyone's wig with this era. I feel weird saying this, but this made me notice Jin a lot more. I don't know what it is, but he had me shooketh.
손을 내밀어줘, save me, save me, save me, baby. 그 손을 내밀어줘, save me, save me, save me, baby. 심장 소리를 들어봐, 잘못대로 널 부르잖아. 이 까만 어둠 속에서 너는 이렇게 빛나니까.
He really killed me in this era. His red hair with the angelic voice and everything was pure beauty. Whoever made his hair red needs a promotion. Don't get me wrong, he does suits the crazy and colorful MVs, but the simplicity of the Save Me MV suits him best in my opinion. The whole Save Me era is so underrated though, and I don't understand. This is probably in my top 5 of best BTS eras.
내 마지막 춤을 다 가져가. 내 피땀 눈물.
Jimin absolutely snapped in this era. This was his best era so far and nobody can tell me differently. He served all Jimin stans a whole buffet. I think almost everyone was bias wrecked by him and I was definitely one of them. And his solo song Lie, what a masterpiece. That song still gets me every time.
But still part of this world. Extra plus ordinary. 그것도 별거 아니야. 오늘은 절대 죽지 마라. 빛은 어둠을 뚫고 나가. 새 세상 너도 원해. Baby, yes I want it.
I don't know why, but I was and still am obsessed with his purple hair in this era. His rapping is always incredible, but his rapping in this song is one of his best in title track songs. He's honestly the king of the Not Today era.
떠드는 작은 먼지처럼 작은 먼지처럼 날리는 눈이 나라면 조금 더 빨리 내게 닿을 수 있을 텐데. 이리로 갈게 죽여올 끝을 지나.
Jimin had me so soft for him. It's not even funny. His voice was pure and beautiful. I basically cry every time I hear it. I really loved his dancing in Spring Day because even though he's a clumsy baby, his dancing was so graceful. Of course I can't leave out his iconic cotton candy pink hair. We stan a man who can look beautiful in pink hair.
모든 건 우연이 아니니까 우리 완전 달라, baby. 여자는 둘이니까 처음에 널 알아보게 됐어 서로를 불러왔던 것처럼 내 혈관 속 뒤에 네가 말해줘 내가 찾아 헤맸던 너라는 걸
Everyone shined uniquely in this era, like J-Hope's rainbow Gucci sweater and Jungkook's iconic whistle, but V killed it in DNA. Can we just talk about his red tie with the big pants and wavy hair, an outfit we never knew we needed? V really didn't come to play games.
야 누가 내 수저 더럽대 I don't care 마이크 잡은 금수저 여러 배 버럭해 잠못 익은 것들 새끼 여러 개 거두벌 씹어 죽겠어 에이 저녁에
Mic Drop and J-Hope are just meant to be. His verse was my favorite verse besides the did you see my bag part. His charisma was out of this world and this era really made me wonder if J-Hope is my bias. Mic Drop really was a time to be alive, folks.
I just know why. 'Cause it's a fake love, fake love, fake love.
His visuals are always stunning, but it was no joke in this MV. Like, are you kidding me? It's such a shame that some people were actually sleeping on Jin's lines during Fake Love and that one part he did with RM in Airplane Part 2. Whoever thinks that Jin can't sing high notes needs to be smacked in the face. Stan talent. Sleep on beds. Not Jin's vocals.
You can stop me loving myself. You can stop me loving myself.
Can't call me artist, can't call me idol. 아님 어떤 다른 뭐라 해도 I don't care.
I was initially gonna choose Jimin, but after watching it again, I had no choice but to choose RM. All of them were amazing in the MV, but RM stood out to me, and those filters that he had were absolutely adorable.